Hi. Hey guys, good evening, good afternoon. It's like 6 o'clock here, Detroit Diesel. Um, Still dealing with this coronavirus. Um, what a pain in the ass. I mean, this is something else. I thought at least I'd come out and show you guys what's been going on out in production while you've been out. A lot of you guys are, getting calls. Nothing's mandatory. I've said it before. You guys can stay out, unemployment. You guys can come back. The committee, I asked, they've been trying to reach out to their constituents just to see what their comfort level is. Just really to find out, fill them in on what's going on too, because again, we're in no hurry. I mean, we want to get through this in Michigan, in the U.S. obviously, but for the most part, we're trying to keep things going, moving forward the best we can. I don't know when there'll be any degree of normalcy. I wear gloves. They give you masks when you come in here. I told you it's been coming in on outer drive. Eventually they'll get to a point where we'll work something out on telegraph here. But, they take your temperature coming in right there. If you're coming in the morning between 4:30 and 7:15, you're getting stopped right over the bear claws, and they're pulling off into an area of the parking lot. They're flowing pretty good. We got the guys out there, Jim's out there, Thurm, and Tom and Kenny. And obviously the nurses. That's who's doing most of it. On the off shifts, when it's a reduced amount of people, we got the guards doing some secondary thermometer checks. But all in all, it's the questions I think you guys have all heard about, whether you've been out of the country in the last anywhere affected, if you've been around anyone that's tested positive for COVID, if you have symptoms, if you're feeling ill. Again, this is just unprecedented. It's just there's no words. God forbid we turn on the news. I don't even want to get into that, but it's our leadership's doing what they can. Between us and Detroit Diesel, we got some outside influence that sometimes can go sideways, but at the end of the day, we're working well with our Congress people, Governor Whitmer. Contrary to what people think, Governor Whitmer is doing everything in her powers to make this state safe and do her part. So again, I don't know about the rest of you, but I haven't had a problem getting some. We need kerosene for the heaters out front. I've stopped in at Home Depot. Costco, same thing. They're everywhere you guys. If you've been out, I'm trying not to, but there are needs that I have to get. Bottles. We've helped out any one of my guys in the committee or management. We're picking up different spray bottles, things like that have been pain in the ass to get. Good luck finding hand sanitizer, but we do have it. We got like 55-gallon drums, and they're mixing those up, so guys have that spray, not just the spray for your hands, but they also have the stuff for the tables, trying to kill the virus. And from what I understand, there's like 8 different strands. We're hoping to get some test kits over here. I talked to Maya, the head nurse, Maya Clark, and this morning, and she'll let me know. But that'll be nice to have it so people could at least know where they're at if they need to get tested. Because I hear even some of my committee that has like wives that are nurses, or Justin Thompson, he's obviously the chair for Axel. His wife's a nurse, and had difficulty getting those tests. So we stopped by one of the care here facilities, and we were able to get something from Dr. Eunice. He used to be here years ago, and he was able to get some kits out. But I'll let you guys know when that comes in to Diesel. Everything else is pretty much closed. So again, we're like I said, the trades, we've had them working, periodically. It's again, if they want to come in, they're doing a good job trying to get things, odd projects done. This was one that was scheduled here, the valve lash. So that's in, brand new. We're looking to, in the near future, maybe get something done over there with the blocks and the block line, the new machines over there, possibly turbos, but a lot of things have been kind of set back. So it's nice that we had some machines here on property. But I was going to give you a quick shot of some of the areas around here because, they've done wonders with like the plastic and the plexiglass and you name it, they've done it, So how you doing? Whether or not you wear masks, Oakland County went to where you have to wear masks. Anything like this is good. You don't have to wear them yet in Diesel. Some people do it more as a courtesy, you know, but they will hand them out if you want it when you come in. If you come in, like I said, we're going to get a video of this with Ryan. We'll go up to the front. I'm going to get some video footage of the front of the line here, okay? See you in a minute. Hey guys, we're at the front of the line here, Zone 1 and HDE. I mean, this is life right here, you know, separating, you know, taking the chairs off, 1 chair per table. That's what you'll see pretty much throughout the facility. If not, they're taped or, you know, bagged up for now. Again, the significant emphasis is going to be on this social distancing. Folks have been coming in voluntarily helping get the line set up. So I know, Ryan, you guys have been posting pictures up, and you know, between the phone calls we got with, you name it, different agencies and the company, and you know, DTNA leadership, knowing when what's the right thing to do. I don't know. Does anyone have the right answer? I mean, you know, like I said, we've had, you know, a few incidents in here, and it's still the same. I know there was 3 cases. The one that we all know about, there was a contractor. The young lady's doing better. And on the 18th, which will put us out. But then we did have 2 more that were just before that. We found out after, and out of Axel. And from what I understand, everyone's doing good. But we have lost a lot of parents. I'm sure you guys are seeing different things on social media. You know, the prayers go out to everyone that's lost, like, their loved ones. You know, I just heard of some aunts and uncles today, and you know, mothers and fathers, you know, grandparents. But sad. So like I said, hopefully, like I said, you guys are staying safe. Again, I'm gonna try to show you a couple things the best I can, and me and Ryan he's gonna piece it together for us. And again, we're gonna, this week, again, everything's voluntary. I don't think I said the date, but it's today's the 15th. So they plan on bringing folks back, or like I said, on a voluntary basis, to the afternoons Monday. What's that, the 20th? Yeah, so April 20th, which is Monday. I'm sure they've already been reaching out. I mean, a lot of you guys have been calling, you know, talking to your committee man or your foreman and stuff. And again, it's no bullshit. We're all in it together. So like I said, just hang in there and do what's best for you and your family. So I'll be in touch. I'm going to go over here and try to get another clip of the Pistons. Okay, I'm back. We're over at 60A and HDE. These are some things the trades have, you know, got together for us and put up to separate, obviously, any you know, mist or particles from your mouth, your nose. You know, again, a lot of people are covering up the best they can. But this is, like I said, the reality now, and you'll see this in a lot of areas that have close proximity. And again, they've separated this the best they can, because there's not going to be anytime soon. Like I said, there's not going to be this is not going to be a full production. This is going to be at best a partial, a 1-man 2. I think right now the guys are doing 1-man 3, 1-man 4. They're just doing the best they can, and I think, you know, as they're moving out some engines, which isn't the end all if they don't get any out. It's all about them just seeing the operator, seeing what's the best for them, what works best for the teams. Again, that's why we just thought it'd be best for anyone that wanted to be here to be a part of that, because I don't know how long this will last. I think I'm going to go over and show you another brake area down the line. I want to show you the screen right here where they do the piston stuffing. And again, they came up with some creative solutions, because that's it's a really sensitive area of, you know, components we're putting into the engine there. So I'll show you that. Yeah, I'm at the piston stuffer. You see how they got a curtain up here now, because there's usually 2 people, you know, on each side of the block. You know, Robbie and the guys have done a really good job. You know, I don't know who's in here, Brian and you know, Damon and Tom. Really all pieces, you know, just working to get it done. Appreciate all their efforts. Like I said, this is I just want to give you guys some ideas what you're seeing throughout the plant. The machine shop, similar, but again, they are spread out, so the machinists are taking care of business. Like I said, my tradesmen are doing a great job. Those that came in, some, you know, are different circumstances, you know, elderly parents, and they have health issues, and, you know, again, stay home. And if they want to come in, I've had some people that came in and weren't comfortable, I've had others said, okay, you know, we like what we're seeing. I mean, we did get out some fire trucks. The guys did get some necessary engines, I think a week ago, and they're still plugging away. But I'm sure, like I said, people will be getting phone calls. But remember, it's not mandatory to come back. So just keep that in mind. And Matt's been, our plant manager. He's been doing a good job overall because he's got he's got bosses too. So he's doing what he can. And Germany's in the same boat. Italy, we're part of the World Committee. I think I've shared that with you guys before. So, but my friend Michael, he's on the World Committee for the Works Council for the German Union, and great guy, great supporter of ours, and all the working folks. Can't ask for better partnership globally. So again, we said, just keep plugging away. I'll try to keep showing you guys some video. Hopefully this helps. Again, if you got any questions, don't hesitate to call. Dion's a phone call away. Tony Massey, Ray, Lawrence, they're doing great on the benefits. They got help from Andrew and Kristen and Rob. Again, the committee guys, like I said, they're plugging away. Like I said, Tony, I just heard of Tony Sensen. He just lost his father-in-law yesterday, and Cece just lost her aunt. I just found that out from Frida. I believe, was it Dana, right? Didn't she? Mother. Prayers go out to all you guys. I mean, these are just the ones I'm hearing, late yesterday and this morning. So, I just feel for all you guys. Okay, we'll move along. We're over here at some of the time clocks. Ryan's just showing a clip here of the distancing. That's, like I said before, that's been one of the challenges out here in production. And these circles represent 6 foot, so you're trying not to get on top of each other. Hey, over here, this is what we got. Well, the health check area. That's if someone felt they got in. Like I said, if you're above 100, like 100.4 coming into the plant, they're gonna redirect you with the nurse to let you see if your temperature comes down. But if somehow you're in the plant, you were fine, and all of a sudden you felt ill, they have these health check stations set up throughout. I'll get the exact. I'll have Ryan post the exact locations throughout in various areas, and that's where you would go. Basically, like almost a self-quarantine, because a nurse would come, they'd get you a mask and all that. Again, they give them out anyway, but definitely would have someone put something on to walk out or get them a ride or a medical, up to medical. And again, a lot of things have been, like I said, look different. Out front looks like, it's a carnival. I mean, there's tents all over the place, checkpoints and stuff. Unfortunately, it's not like the good times, the 80 year. It's serious shit, man. So, again, this is the kind of area you'd see right here if you were to get sick. And it comes right here. It actually says on it, you've been instructed by your supervisor, or, you knew something was going on and you came over here, but you report this health check station. Please remain here until further instructions. Dial the following number to speak directly to a medical professional at DDC Care Here. Care Here will guide you through the standard set of questions regarding your symptoms. And then it goes on about the COVID-19 preventative measures, and again, it's an additional safety precaution. It'll even say it's occupied if someone's in it, But luckily, we haven't had to use these, but they're here, After occupation by an employee, they call building service, and then they'll clean the whole area. So again, and the cleaning is going on. I mean, it's going on as we speak. There's janitors I've never seen, but your coworkers, they're stepping up. They're cleaning the spray. I've never seen nothing like it. They really are. They're the touch points. That's been a big deal. But again, wearing gloves, just being conscientious of your surroundings. Like I said, trying to put some over your face. Just to look out for your fellow coworker. They're not required, but some people just are wearing them as a precaution. There was some debate on the fans. Some say leave them on, some say leave them off. Some of the experts, so the jury's out on that one. I'm anticipating they're going to be off, but we'll see. I'm still, we got to do whatever it's going to be. It's going to be, and at one point I thought for sure they were going to be off until I think Al Boyce sent me some interesting video about some of the advantages to a fan being on. So we'll see. But like I said, our millwrights, our carpenters. I can't say enough about Tom right now, Petit. I mean, he's been doing such a great job. I mean, he's one of your carpenter painters, and like I said, I don't see every guy in here because I'm in so many different meetings on these conference calls, becoming an expert on Zoom. Well, not really, because I still leave my phone on and it echoes and pisses off Matt. But oh well. I'm pretty proud to say, with the brain power we got going in here, there's some pretty smart guys. All you guys, even the ones that are staying home, they're throwing ideas in here. So you guys are getting with committee men and different leadership, and your ideas are getting here. I'm listening. I mean, if I don't pretend to know everything, because this is so outside of our box and norm. But again, like I said, our CI guys are doing great. I think Brent's in here. He's doing great. Tony, doing what they can. They could use help. But again, we got guys in the BEMI. We did have an issue with one of my guys. His wife was sick, so that essentially kept him out. So he can't come back for 2 weeks. So, like I said, he'll just, some people are just staying on layoff, which, again, some folks that, didn't have the sub, that works out great. If you had the sub, it still works out good because it prolongs your sub. I know some people think they get it on top of their 95%. No, that's not true. I did research the language with Tony and, wishful thinking, but honestly, it would actually hurt you more, because if something prolongs, and this money from the government goes away from the Fed, which is actually July 31st, this is going to prolong the life of sub, because there's a cap on sub, always been. You just never had the whole plant go down like this before. So again, people are trickling in. Like I said, as we talk, there's folks coming in. Okay, I stopped over at the block line. Heard the exhaust fans going. That's one thing, even though I wasn't sure about the pedestal fans. I know initially they were saying they were going to be off, right? And let's stick with that for now until I get more clarification. But the exhaust fans are they've been cranked up. Okay, we know it gets hot in here. I worked in assembly. I know it does get hot, even though we have AC. It's cold today, but facilities took care of cranking those up, and I don't remember the exact number, but it's like 25%. So you'll hear them. They're loud, but they are bringing in the fresh air. So some of the experts say that's one of the best things you could do to keep the air flowing, right? Not blow it if someone's infected. That's the whole thing with a pedestal fan. If I was sick, well, if I'm sick, I shouldn't be in here in the first place. So that's. But you definitely don't want the air standing still. So you can hear them going, but those have been cranked up. So whether or not it gets cooler in here or not, remains to be seen, because today is cold and colder. It was like 30 degrees this morning. So, but again, we're going to keep showing you some things. I just thought, I don't know if you could hear it or not, but that just made me think about stopping, just so you knew that they might be a little louder than usual. The exhaust fan. Okay, now we're at another break area in HD assembly. A lot of 6-foot separation, as you can see. These are what the hand sanitizer look like. They're in these bottles. You will see cleaning ones, so obviously read them. But this one's a hand sanitizer, alcohol, antiseptic, 80% topical solution. So like I said, it's one of the ones you can spray. And they'll keep those filled. Like anything, most of the guys, keep their areas clean anyway. But that's what's going to be expected, of course. If you use a microwave, they're not going to take them out. Just common sense. You wipe it down, wipe off the counters, and keep your area clean, like you do at home, right? I don't think that's too difficult. Again, I don't have too many complaints there. The food, take your food with you. Clean it out every day. And again, you see the chairs are, these ones are chained up for a reason, right? We don't want to lose them. You know how that goes. So anyway, they chained them right here, but that's where they're at. That's on all the lockers, spreading everyone out, and they've measured them. And again, just if you're in, just do your best to do your part. Respect your coworker and fellow brother and sister, and we'll get through it. Okay. Here's some of the kits we were talking about. All the team leaders and teams will have like these kits. The team leaders and the respective, their counterparts will make sure these are filled with the gloves. Here's the red is the cleaner. You just spray it. Actually, you spray it and actually you leave it. You're not even supposed to wipe this down, from what I understand. So they've been doing that throughout the facility. So again, that's the red one. The hand sanitizer is the green one. You got gloves, you got wipes, you got more of the spray. This is Department 129. The gloves, yeah, there they are. So they got like the rubber gloves. And again, the gloves you guys use, and I was out here in HD, I worked at, they're fine too. And the mask, when you hear about the mask, it's to prevent you from coughing on someone. That's until you start getting to the respirators, and I think they're called the N95s. Stuff we don't even have. And if we did, they would go to the nurses. Everyone knows, you give me the N95s, I'm going to take them down to St. Mary's or something. So we are making some, though. That's actually a good story. Our trades and our management, Matt, everyone got on board. Takes a long time on those 3D printers and the water jet, but Bob Durham's doing a hell of a job. He's, on top of his regular duties he's got going, covering for our brother Rick, who had a heart attack just before this happened. Bob's been hanging in there. It's a lot, but he's getting those done in addition to everything else I got him doing. And he's a smart guy and really cares about everyone in here. But like I said, he's slow going, but he's over. I think he's at 24 right now, and the goal was to donate those. I don't know what medical facility they want to donate them to yet, but I know Matt's in contact with our different leadership through care here and whatnot. Who needs them the most? Is it Boxford? Is it St. Mary's? Is it Detroit Mercy? I'm not sure. But again, it's a slow process. I want to say Bob's something you can get, like the headband piece is like shit. It could take on 24 hours. It could take him. He can only get 6 off that. And the plastic shield will be a little bit easier. But right now it's just time consuming trying to get those the actual head pieces that fit. That's the real technical piece, and that was actually sent over through the state of Michigan to a lot of companies. You don't hear about those stories, but Detroit Diesel's trying to do what they can to help out. And we got people that are making cloth masks, donating them. And again, we have a lot of family, a lot of like I said, the committee. There's a lot of nurses within our ranks, so we and I know there's there was some, believe me, some uncomfortable discussions at the family table. If why are you guys going back? What's going on? And it's like I said, it's been a month. It's not that anything's gone, but we got trying to do the right thing. We are the direct pipeline to start the Carolinas up, and no one's pressing us. It's not that. I mean, sometimes you get the business mind. Some of the upper leadership gets that. And outside of these walls, Matt's a family guy. He's got kids. He knows. He's a good dude. All of them are. And like I said, they care about you guys. I know social media gets people's emotions going. You guys know my opinion of that. I try to stay off it. Again, hang in there, guys. But like I said, it's going to be a different world for a while inside this facility and within, anywhere you go. Okay, here's some of the disinfectant we were telling about. They got the big totes throughout the plant. Like I said, guys, just come on, fill them up if they need more. Us getting product in here has been working. So again, we have our own hand sanitizer and masks and like I said, gloves. And then like I said, this is the disinfectant. While I was over, I saw some of the stainless steel tables, and they've been separated too, but they're larger tables. Obviously, so they have a 6-foot distance for the most part. It says, like I said, everything I showed you over there in HD. Again, this is the block line over here. Going through the trades, where the rods and caps is right over here to my left. Again, maintain 6 foot. Again, just do your best. It's hard, man. I want to give some of you guys a hug and shit, but just remember, we can't do it right now. So I ain't gonna take it personal. We can't shake hands and elbow bump or whatnot, fist bump and all that good stuff. And we are social creatures. Some of us more than others. So again, we'll keep plugging away, see if we can show you some other things throughout the facility. Here's another tent. over on the medium duty area. Obviously, I don't think 8 o'clock right now. Dark. This hasn't ran over here since since the 18th of March. It was already set up for 1-man-3. So again, Jason and DJ and Tom, they've been all of them, they're working together to space things out. Again, with some of the opinions of trades helping, and again, I can't give enough shout out to guys. And again, the ones that are calling in, giving ideas, it's just as helpful. If you can think of something, send it to us. By all means. Again, the areas that have close proximity, again, not a whole lot on this line right now, because again, it was already at 1-man-3. I don't see it going. It'll probably back at least 1-man-4. It's a 1-man-3, 1-man-4. They're going to definitely ask for some volunteers to come in and work over here the best they can. If anything, it's more getting their ideas again, setting up over here. I know Jason went through it with Joanne, and they identified a few issues, and I think they've already addressed them. But okay, hey, this is right outside the main cafeteria. The seating's closed in the main cafeteria. This is the evacuation gate, right off the roadway here, right literally across from the guard checks right here to my right. I think you see the tents out there. That's coming in off Outer Drive. There's a checkpoint where you come in over the bear claws, and like I said, there's almost like these two huge tents that you can 2 cars at a time are getting checked, and then they proceed in the parking lot unless they answer, give an answer that concerns the medical staff, and obviously you've been sick, you've been in contact with anyone with confirmed case of COVID, whatnot. Again, common sense. But again, they've been opening these so that there are large groups. You just walk out, when you're done for the day, so you can avoid, again, touch points. But when you're coming in, you don't even use the turnstiles, okay? But they do ask for your badge number. They don't even ask to see the badge. Sometimes, mostly it's been now I've even showed it. I've known Mario 20 years. He's asking me, but it's good. It's they're just making sure to protect everyone. Additional safety with things being open. But like I said, that's another evacuation point where that tent's at. You just walk right. It's wide open, so you just walk through. And like I said, on the off shift, there would be a nurse up here right now. The guard is behind their plexiglass where the guard's traditionally stationed up there. But then there's a nurse that, again, on the off shift where it's quiet like this, she would check a temperature. There are times where the guard would do it. But the primary person typically is the medical field, definitely during those large groups. Weekends they've been here. Like I said, they're in touch just to keep working because we do work 7 days for the most part. Guys, again, a lot of ideas have been, every day there's something going on with more ideas, just again trying to make this as safe as possible. You can see the caution tape up there on the turnstile. So again, you won't be using the turnstiles. To be determined with the gang on Telegraph. Again, the truckers come in, they get tested. So everyone's it doesn't matter if you're getting a ride to work. They're all being tested to come in, especially in the morning. If you're getting dropped off, your ride has to be cleared too. So that hasn't been a problem so far. Everything's been working out. So again, that's just kind of a feel. I know a lot of you guys probably haven't even been to Outer Drive, but guys, parking off Telegraph. So eventually we'll start talking about what they're going to do to reopen that, to loosen up, the load coming in up front. But again, a lot of the management's staying home if they can, the engineers if they can. Our brothers over there with 412, the engineers in the lab, they started bringing back folks this week. I haven't heard no complaints, but again, same thing. It's completely voluntary at this point. You're not going to use the turnstiles. The gates are going to be open. Usually there's a guard here when it's open, and if there was a large group coming out, he'd be here and just walk right onto the parking lot, okay? And like I said, you're coming in over there, so. All right, we'll talk more. All right, guys, God bless. Have a good night. I'm sure, like I said, I'll be in touch. So we're going to piece this together the best we can. I just want to give you some shots, and Ryan's going to go around and take some other pictures and whatnot, just so you get an idea of what you're coming into. and maybe we'll talk to some folks, you know, on the day shift, perhaps this week. Just again, I'm anticipating you guys are going to hear something shortly, but again, not on a mandatory level. I can't reiterate that enough. No matter how you hear it, it's still voluntary. Okay, no matter what you hear. Okay. Any questions? You can call me. You call your committee man. You call anyone with the reps, your boss. Okay, HR. So anyway, take care. Stay healthy. All right. Bye bye.